Oxon Hill High School, home of the Clippers, holds 1,445 students. Even though students at Oxon Hill High School work together, there are instances where conflict emerges between students in the building. A solution to these conflicts would be peer mediation held by Ms. Paulette Brown, the coordinator of the program and SGA sponsor.
Peer mediation was started at Oxon Hill High School, I think in the year 1995. There was a principal, our former principal, Mr. Short, told me that there was an upcoming position and he wanted me to consider bidding for that position. And I said yes.
Peer mediation is a huge task to do alone, so Ms. Brown gets the help of students at the school that she trains to become peer mediators. And the peer mediators help Ms. Brown resolve the conflicts at Oxon Hill.
I feel as though students need peer mediators because administration is not always the same option. Some people aren't comfortable with talking to adults all the time, so having a peer to be able to talk your problems out with would be a better option than talking to adults all the time.
It also creates a better relationship between the students and other students. So I could be more of a friend to a person than a peer mediator.
The main way they help resolve student problems and conflicts are to hold a conference with the two or more parties involved to make amends and prevent it from happening again. The conferences are scheduled and held during school hours.
The students are actually called disputants, and then you have mediators. So the mediators and disputants get together and trying to get a win-win. Win-win simply means that after you have the mediation, you're satisfied, the mediators have done all that they can do. And sometimes it's just like applying a Band-Aid. I always say it's like putting a Band-Aid on a cut or an injury. If you want it to work, it will work. Honestly, it will work. I also say that peer mediation is a meeting of the minds. People get together and you decide, do I want to resolve this conflict or am I going to fake? If you fake, you don't need to come.
There are many people who have participated in peer mediation. It gives them the chance to tell their side of the story without judgment.
My thoughts on peer mediation is that I think it's a great way for students to hear both sides of the story and figure out the problem and come to a mutual conclusion. One thing that I like about peer mediation is that everything is confidential and it gives both sides a chance to hear what they have to say. And one thing that I dislike about peer mediation is that sometimes it might get back to the school.
Peer mediation can improve if more people came out to the meetings and actually wanted to help and learn about what we do instead of making assumptions.
As you can see, peer mediation has helped people resolve problems in the past. Peer mediation has helped reduce the number of fights by stopping the conflict before it gets out of hand. If you ever have an issue with a fellow peer, peer mediation might be what you need.